Hello, and welcome to another edition of First Kids Worship. First Kids Worship. We are so blessed to be together today, and thank you for coming. You are one of the most precious things in my world. I wonder, what's the most prized possession you have? And will that item matter to you when you get to heaven? Does it change your purpose here on earth? And what is it really worth to you? We're going to find out all of that and more as we dive deep, as we walk on waves, as we hear that story in our fourth lesson on the parables.
me. I won't fear the night. You have brought me life. By your blood I am redeemed. Because of who you are, because of what you've done, death has lost its grip on me. I won't fear the night. You have brought me life. By your blood I am redeemed. I'll rest in the hope of your promise. You are good and your love, it will never change. No, you never change. I am found in the midst of your presence, where your grace will pursue me for all my days. For all my days. Oh yeah, for all my days.
The house is so simple, faith like a child. I give you an inch and you take me a mile. I feel the wind rush and the thunder roll. 2 feet on the water, only one way to go. Yeah, I don't gotta be afraid no more, no, 'cause I know you up through the storm. I'm more than just a talker. I'm a wave walker. I'm dancing on water. When the devil tries to shake me, I just pray harder. Even in my darkest hour, I got Holy Ghost power. When I keep my eyes upon you, Jesus, I'm a wave walker. I'm a wave walker, wave walker. Oh, I go over my fears, over my doubt. That's supernatural, it feels so natural now. I don't gotta be afraid no more, 'cause I know you're up through the storm. I'm more than just a chapter, I'm a wave walker. I'm a wave walker. I'm dancing on water. When the devil tries to shake me, I just pray harder. Even in my darkest hour, I got Holy Ghost power. When I keep my eyes upon you, Jesus, I'm a wave walker. Wave walker. Don't you hear me now? When I keep my eyes upon you, Jesus, I'm a wave walker, wave walker. Gotta keep my eyes on you. I'm a wave walker, wave walker. You will make a way when it feels like there's no way. So I will walk by faith, 'cause you will make a way. You will make a way when it feels like there's no way. So I will walk by faith, 'cause you will make a way. I'm a wave walker. I'm dancing on water. When the devil tries to shake me, I just pray harder. Even in my darkest hour, got Holy Ghost power. When I keep my eyes upon you, Jesus, I'm a wave walker. I'm a wave walker. I'm dancing on water. When the devil tries to shake me, I just pray harder. Even in my darkest hour, got Holy Ghost power. When I keep my eyes upon you, Jesus, I'm a wave walker. You will make a way when it feels like there's no way. So I will walk by faith, 'cause you will make a way.
Lord, thank you for loving me. Thank you Thank you for making my life precious to you. Lord, just as you find me precious, let me find you precious. Let me love the things that you love. Let me love others as you love me. Lord, it's so easy to think that my Game Boy or my tablet or my friends deserve all my attention. But Lord, show me those things that you want me to put my attention on. In your name, amen.
Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. To see you high and lifted up, shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing holy, holy, holy. To see you high and lifted up, shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing holy, holy, holy. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. To see you high and lifted up, shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing holy, holy, holy. To see you high and lifted up, shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing holy, holy, holy.
Hey guys, I'm Rachel. Welcome to our new series on the parables. We are so glad you're here to join us this week. In this series, we're going to learn some of the stories that Jesus told to help us understand how he wants us to live. We're going to start by singing a song about our memory verse in Matthew 13:12. It says, "To those who listen to my teaching, more understanding will be given, and they will have an abundance of knowledge." Let's sing it together.
Abundance.
That was a great song. That song reminds us that when we listen to Jesus' teachings, we will have a better understanding of how he wants us to live. Now we're going to watch our Bible story so we can learn more about the stories Jesus taught when he was on earth. Let's check it out.
Stories of the Bible. The parable of the wealthy man. This is Jesus,
Heyo!
who is the Son of God and the Savior of the world. While Jesus was on earth, he taught everyone about God's love. He healed many people from their sickness, performed many miracles like calming storms, and even raised people from the dead.
Wahoo!
One day, a crowd gathered around Jesus to hear him talk. The crowd was so big that people were stepping on each other.
Hey, watch it!
Jesus was talking to his disciples when someone called out from the crowd,
Hey, Jesus!
"Teacher, tell my brother to divide with me the property our father left us."
Hold on there.
Jesus said, "Friend, who made me a judge over you to decide such things as that? Be careful and guard against all kinds of greed. A man's life is not measured by the many things he owns."
Huh?
Then he told them a story. A rich man had a fertile farm that produced fine crops. He said to himself, "What should I do? I don't have room for all my crops."
I got it.
Then he said, "I know. I'll tear down my barns and build bigger ones. Then I'll have room enough to store all my wheat and other goods. And I'll sit back and say to myself, 'My friend, you have enough stored away for years to come. Now take it easy. Eat, drink, and be merry.' But God said to him, 'You fool, you will die this very night.
Wait, what?
Then who will get everything you worked for?' Yes, a person is a fool to store up earthly wealth, but not have a rich relationship with God."
What a cool Bible story. That parable really helped me understand more about how Jesus wants us to live. There are a lot of ways for us to apply that same teaching to our own lives. So let's watch the modern retelling of the parable to see how we might be able to live the way that Jesus wants us to. Let's watch it.
Hey, Jolene, it's time to go to church.
I can't, I'm winning. Where did my stuff go?
You know you can't bring any of that with you, right? All the wealth you build, everything you do on earth, you can't bring it with you to heaven. You may as well start building your riches in heaven. Have you done anything to live in the Holy Spirit? Well, it's a little too late now.
Wow, what a great way to help us understand how Jesus' parable applies to our lives today. Now let's check out Rewind with my friend Tyler. He is watching some trending YouTube videos and sharing his thoughts. Let's see what he has to say.
What's up, guys? I am Tyler, and welcome back to our 4th episode of Rewind. Rewind is a show where we scour the internet looking for the most awesomest viral videos, and we show them to you, our loyal viewers. So let's get this thing started. Today we will be playing a game called Add to Cart or Save for Later.
Add to cart or save for later.
That's right, I am gonna show you some of the coolest unboxing and toy reviews ever, and then I'm gonna be faced with the decision. Do I add that item to my cart and buy it, or save it for later? Make sense? Let's do this. Video number 1, check it out. Oh man, it is an entire armory of Nerf guns. I think he has every Nerf gun ever made. I think he has the rocket launcher, a fireman's pole.
Oh, look at all those jars.
I've never seen so much ammo in my whole life. That video blew my mind. I didn't even know that one person could have that many Nerf guns legally. Maybe I should sell my car and put all of that money towards Nerf guns. All right, yeah, for sure. Add that to cart. Let's check out the next video. An iBook? What is that, like a Kindle or something? This computer's 18 years old? None of you were even born yet. There's no way this thing still works. It has an intro video? My iPhone doesn't even have that. Whoa, it looks so old. Who has CDs anymore anyway? Do you guys even know what CDs are? You know what CD stands for? Probably not. That was pretty crazy. That is an 18-year-old computer, and it's never been opened before. But, I mean, my phone has at least like 30 times that kind of processing power. So I like it. I mean, it's kind of cool, but I definitely would not buy one. So I'm gonna save that for later. Let's check out the next video. Oh, is this a cool lunchbox or something? It is a giant gummy worm. Ah, he's making him trade for it. Smart kid. Supply and demand, baby. I don't know who left a child with a knife unsupervised or who's giving them a gummy worm this big. Oh, they have so many flavors. Orange and blue raspberry, lemon and orange, green apple and red cherry. All right, well, I mean, that definitely was the world's largest gummy worm. That thing was over 2 feet long. He said it had like 4,000 calories. That's insane. That's basically enough food to feed you for like 2 whole days straight. I mean, you will definitely get sick and probably throw up, but you know, it's still better than nothing. Add that to my cart. Boom, here we go. Moving on, next video. Ooh, okay, this is an unboxing video. Looks like Legos, maybe? Oh! Millennium Falcon Star Wars set? Okay, so it says 16 and up for the age, but this kid's only 10, so this is illegal. You cannot legally operate this Lego ship if you're under the age of 16. That is so many pieces. That's stressing me out. Guys, I am so torn on this one. That Lego set is one of the most amazing kits I've ever seen. I mean, come on. They said this thing had like 7,541 pieces. Man, but I have to think practically. Number 1, would I even have time to build this thing? And number 2, I feel like it would cost a lot of money. Let me see how much. Oh, okay. Yeah, no way. Are you serious? This thing is $800. I mean, I like it. It's super cool, but I think I'm definitely gonna have to save this one for later. Strictly for budget reasons. Okay, moving on. Next video. Greedy Gamer. Nice wake up stretch. Ooh, cool keyboard. You can't go to church because you're winning a game? Come on, Jolene. You know what time it is. Who's this? Entrance to heaven. A man in a Prius is picking her up for heaven? Okay. Oh, she's bringing games. What do we got? Guitar Hero, Top Gun, Super Smash Bros? Nice. Oh, she's bringing a lot. A box and a full bag. What'd you forget? She lost all of it. Oh. Okay, so if I'm understanding this video correctly, you're telling me I can't take any of my cool toys or video games to heaven? Wow, I never really thought about that. And that's sort of what this whole episode was about. It's about if I would rather buy something or not buy something. The more I do think about it though, material things and things that we try to store up here on earth don't really matter that much. This reminds me of the parable of the wealthy man. In this parable, Jesus tells the story of a rich man who had had a successful and fertile farm, and it had more crops than he could even hold, right? And he decided to tear down all the barns and build even bigger ones so he could live a life of luxury. And he could rest easy knowing that he was set up for success for the rest of his life. But God came to the man and told him, "You fool, you will die this very night. And then who's gonna get everything that you've worked for?" It's foolish to store up wealth and live for success on earth because none of that is gonna matter when we go to heaven. It's much better to spend our time on earth deepening your relationship with Christ. Through this parable, Jesus explains the dangers of living for the world rather than for heaven. Having a relationship with Jesus is way more important than anything we could ever have or do or buy. Our relationship with him is way more important than our most favorite toy or video game. The Bible tells us when it's our time to go to heaven, we will not be able to take anything with us. So our most important priority on earth should be growing in our relationship with Jesus. There's no need to worry about what we may leave behind because heaven will be way better than anything we could ever imagine simply because we'll be living with Jesus. He promises to love and care for us forever, and that is something I can add to my cart. All right, guys, we are just about done here. We will see you next week on another episode of Rewind. Okay, bye.
How cool is that? Tyler helped us to see that teachings behind Jesus' parables 2,000 years ago still apply to our lives today. Well, that's all for this week, and we are so glad you joined us for our series on Jesus' parables. Remember, God loves you so much. He wants you to know him and how to live for him. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. What you're gonna want for the craft is a piece of paper, but I have a sketchbook, so I'm gonna use the paper in here. A pencil, and because this pencil doesn't have an eraser. A pen, which I'm just gonna use a black marker, and some colored markers. So, take your paper. I have to find a clean page. And take your pencil, and you want to draw really, really lightly. But I'm going to draw really dark, but you should draw light. I do dark because then you can't see it if I draw light. So go about this, like you divide the paper in half, go about here on the paper, and draw half a circle on the edge. Just like that. And then divide it. Well, you don't have to divide it in half because the edge of the paper is half, but divide it in half horizontally, like about there. And I'm going to erase this extra line. And then from here, the bottom of the circle, draw a line out, draw this line out, and divide it into 4. So go halfway like this, do half again, and half again. So now there's 5 lines. And right here, we are going to draw like this. This is going to help us find out where the ear is because guess what? We're going to be drawing a person. So technically, we're looking at the back of a person's head. If it was facing forward, the eyebrow would be here. This line shows that the eye would be there, the nose would be here, and the mouth would be there, and the jaw would be somewhere down here. But since this is the back, this is just showing us because an ear goes between it starts between the eye and the eyebrow and ends at the nose. So that's why I had you draw these lines. So go between these first 2 lines, and inside this, draw what you think looks like an ear. Doesn't have to be perfect. Mine sure isn't. And then, technically, this is the front of his head, like his face. So let's just draw a bit of a hairline, just so that we know. just like that. And his head is gonna, his head's gonna go like this, basically. So you might want to just draw that. The nose should end right here, so I should probably actually stick to proportions. So then, I don't know, draw the edge of an eyebrow, the edge of the corner of the eye, I don't know, add eyelashes or something. And then again, this is the nose, so make a nose. The mouth is supposed to be right here, so I'm just gonna draw a mouth. Then the chin, you're supposed to go so that much, so this first space, that space, take that, add it on, so the chin is supposed to be around here. So I'm gonna go a little bit short. And I know it looks horrible at the moment, but we're not done, so. I'm changing my mind. I'm going a little bit off proportion. Don't get mad at me. I'm gonna redraw it a little smaller. And I'm gonna move his ear back because it's just way too close to the front of his head. But you can put anything wherever. You can copy me, you could trash talk me. I don't know. And that's supposed to be his jaw right there. I don't know, I'm gonna add a bit of a smile right there. I'm gonna add his neck. The other part of his neck is off the page, so we don't actually have to draw that. And then the top of his head is technically like that. Now, choose a hairstyle, I don't know. Make it a boy, make it a girl. Do something. I'm gonna make it a girl. And just draw a little bit. Draw a little bit of hair. I'm gonna add this weird wave thing to the top. And it ends off the page. Then down here, I'm gonna add some more hair. I'm gonna have it tucked behind her ear. To add more volume, I'm just gonna extend all their lines. I'm gonna add detail to the ear. And then we're gonna take the marker. Now this is not my best drawing, I will admit. I really don't like it, but this is for non-artists, so I'm just gonna say that this is beautiful. So now take your pen, and if you see here, there's a bunch of like extra, we call them like just hatches or guidelines. You don't want to touch those. We're gonna touch like the outline of the hair, the eyebrow, the eye, but we're not gonna do like this weird line right there, these lines. We're just making her look nice. So outline her to the best of your abilities. And it's okay to mess up because guess what? I've already messed up. So you can't do much worse than me right now. So yeah. Don't feel bad about how yours looks cuz willing to bet mine looks worse. This doesn't even look like a human being anymore. We're drawing aliens now apparently. And then I'm just going to add this line and show a neck just because I'm a perfectionist. Because technically right there's a muscle in the neck, in everyone's neck, that I'm just going to add. I'm going to add the weird looking smile, weird looking eyebrow, definitely weird looking eye. And then let the ink dry. Because of the way this pen is, the ink is already dry. Take your eraser and just erase all the pencil. But you want to make sure the ink is dry or else it's going to smear and your whole world is going to go upside down. You're going to cry. I'm probably going to cry because of what I've just drawn. Don't be like me. And voila, queen. Now I'm going to take some random markers. I'm going to use Crayola markers. Not these. So, I want yellow for her skin color, if I can find it. There's that. Make a mess. Make your parents clean it up. That's what I do. The yellow is not here. Where is it? And then color yellow skin. Because Crayola is Crayola and it uses water-based marker coloring, it is going to smear like, I'm going to use a different page for this. Like, this is what yellow usually looks like. And that's what it's turning out to be. Really, because it's smearing the black stuff. But I'm not going to ask you to use professional markers. I'm too lazy to go get professional markers. So we're not going to use professional markers. And we're just going to deal with the smudge. Because why not? And then I'm going to take the black marker, the black thing again, and I'm just going to fill in this eyelash there. Because I'm too lazy to get a black marker. Oh, I'm not done. I have the neck. Voila, neck done. Hair color, I don't know, you choose. I want purple. Change my mind, I want pink. You can obviously see I'm not filling in every little detail around the black line because I don't want it to smear. So I'm just leaving like the very edges right here white because I don't want to smear. It's already a flat cardboard picture. And voila. Now that I've made that abomination, take your pen, like I was saying. It'd be wiser if you took your pencil and your eraser and wrote this in pencil and not in marker, so that if you messed up, you could correct it. But you know what? I am living for mistakes here, so you do that. I'm gonna use this blue permanent marker, and I'm gonna write it. You use pencil, don't be like me. Right. God, oh my gosh, that is a horrible marker. Dark blue it is. God is my how do you spell forever?
E.
E.
V.
V.
E.
E.
R.
I knew that. Is my forever, different color time. Good thing you didn't see that. I totally didn't just fling that off the table. This forever number, let's do fancy. I mean, we are saying God's our number one, so let's do fancy number one. There. Look at that. We are all artists now. That's your craft. I told you how to make a proportionate face. This is not proportionate. Never look at that again. And I showed you how to do a number 1. There you go.
Nicely done, Ellie. My best picture doesn't look as good as that. Maybe you're an artist like she is. Do you think that's her true purpose here on Earth? So, I wonder what it is that's your purpose of your time here on Earth, and if you've thought about that, and what true success would be if it wasn't about the things that you have. I hope that you will join us again for the next story as we talk about First Kids Warship! First Kids Warship! See you then. You have a great week.